In 1273 BCE, the Jewish people entered the land God had promised them, and they erected God's temple in Jerusalem 4.5 centuries later. Shortly after that, the nation split into two kingdoms, Israel in the north and Judah in the south. Between 574 and 556 BCE, the 10 tribes of Israel were conquered by the Assyrians and led into exile. But the two tribes of Judah and Benjamin held their territories that included Jerusalem and the temple. But a century later, Babylon conquered Jerusalem. When its army returned a decade later, it led the Jewish king and a large segment of the population of Judah into exile in Babylon, including Mordecai, a leading sage from the tribe of Benjamin. Babylon itself was soon conquered by a Persian-Median alliance. The Jews in exile fell under the rule of Persian-Median emperors, one of whom, Cyrus the Great, permitted the Jews to rebuild the temple. However, Cyrus soon died, and his successor halted the construction. In his third year, Ahasuerus executed his queen Vashti and searched for a replacement. The Jewish sage Mordecai's orphaned cousin Esther was forcibly taken to the palace due to her beauty. She hid her Jewish identity and was appointed queen of Persia. But the abduction of a maiden was set to be eclipsed by the annihilation of a nation. Ahasuerus appointed a vicious Amalekite, Haman, to the office of prime minister. Haman obtained the king's consent to enact a decree of complete and swift genocide of the Jewish people. The threat was greater than any the Jewish people had faced since the day they became a nation, and there was no escape. It seemed as if Esther, the highest-ranking Jew in Persia, would also become the last surviving Jew in Persia.